What's up, friends and family? Hope you're doing great today. Hope you are just really being blessed and benefited by our social gathering around God's Word. And we're halfway through Matthew, and today we're jumping into Matthew chapter 15. And I love just watching Jesus during this time, his 3 years of ministry, and just how he's going along, having these interactions, having these altercations even with the Pharisees and the Sadducees. And that's what you have here today in Matthew chapter 15, at the start at least, where, similar to Matthew chapter 12, the Pharisees, they come to him, they want to test him, and they see his disciples doing something that they shouldn't be according to them, and so they question Jesus on it. And here they question him because his disciples are eating without having ceremonially washing their hands. And so they ask him, and Jesus, I love how he just always gets to the heart of the matter and always gets to the heart of people. So he gets to their question, but first he addresses their heart. And their heart is not one of zealousness, of just being so about honoring God and obedience to him and not disobeying his law because they are zealous of obedience. That's not their heart. And that's why he says, why do you break the command of God and put tradition over the command of God? And he uses a different example about how you're supposed to honor your father and your mother. That's what God says to do. But the leaders had basically made a way for the fathers and mothers to not be honored, to not be cared for, that people could say, well, I'm not going to give this money to take care of my parents because I decided to devote it to God a long time ago. And so essentially the religious leaders made allowance for that, but that was a self-serving allowance. It was they were becoming beneficiaries because it was being given to the temple and to basically Israel's religious leaders. And so their hearts were far from wanting to obey God and making it so that he was honored in all that they did. And he calls them on it. But then he gets to the actual issue, and he says that it's not what goes into a person's mouth that defiles them, but what comes out, because that reveals what's in a person's heart. And that's, again, what Jesus is all about. And I just so appreciate that. There's no pretense, false pretense with him. There's no masking, covering up, pretending with Jesus. He just truly cares about what is going on in the innermost part of people. I love that. It's interesting. Next, there's this interaction with this Canaanite woman, and Jesus makes the statement as she's asking for healing for her daughter that he was sent only to the lost sheep of Israel. And thankfully, he wasn't sent only for the lost sheep of Israel. He was sent to the lost sheep of Israel. So in his ministry, he was focusing on Israel and shepherding these lost sheep. But it's also interesting that he has several interactions with people outside of Israel, and he cares for them. Think of the Samaritan woman at the well. Think of the centurion and the centurion's servant that he heals. Now you've got this Canaanite woman, and he basically seems to try to be resisting, but he ends up healing her daughter because of this woman's faith. And then you see he seems to be in this next part where he feeds the 4,000 in an area that has a lot of non-Jews, because after he heals all of these people, it says they praised the God of Israel. And so while Jesus came to primarily Israel, thankfully he came for everybody. And while he was on earth, he touched a lot of people that were not just ethnic Israel. And I'm just so thankful for that. And you have him feeding 4,000 people, just doing amazing, wonderfully caring things because he loved and he cared for people's hearts. just like he cares about our hearts today. And so I pray that you'll be talking to Jesus today. He cares for you. Bear your heart in front of him, and just let him love you today and speak to your heart. And if there's any wicked way in you, if there's any wicked way in me, he will lovingly and carefully reveal that so that we can have more life in him. I hope that you're well. God bless you.